What's up, guys? In today's video, we are going to go check on some of the gardening things that we recently did. Hi, Cooney. How you doing, crazy? And we're going to see if our trellises have held up. I worked on some trellises yesterday just to get ready for the fall planting, because we always plant again in the fall. And I want to see what happened with them. This is also a really good time to tell you guys. So if you look closely, you're going to see the grass coming up underneath my Ruth Stout. Do you know why that is? Because they didn't overlay the cardboard on top of each other. That space between the cardboard. And you can see that very clearly in lines. See how they're kind of like lines? Definitely nothing was put there. All the way around my bed, the cardboard wasn't put very well. And look right here. So I can tell where it was placed very well. Like here's the cardboard that we talked about, the cardboard paper. If it was placed well, there's not going to be any grass. Well, where it wasn't placed, you're going to see a lot of grass growth. Bummer, bummer. So always remember, when you're doing a Ruth Stout garden, overlay the paper very well, or you're just going to be not doing yourself any favors. So if you look over here, they overlaid it better, but we're still not perfect. So a little bit of a bummer. They're going to have to do it again and correct the issue, but that kind of thing happens. Live and learn, right? Okay, so let me show you what I did yesterday. All right, I've got my raspberries right here. Right here. Well, this is germander, but these are my raspberries. They're climbing up their little trellis that I just built. What I did is I stuck those curvy little trellis poles. I stuck 4 of them all the way around the base of the plant, and then I cinched them together at the top, just squeezed it really tight, and then put my little twine at the top of it. And then each plant I attached using a little zip tie, a little garden zip tie, to the trellis, making sure not to hurt the plant or, squeeze it too tight or anything like that. You have to be careful when you're using the zip ties. It could harm your plant. That's what I did yesterday, so I wanted to see how it held up. We had a lot of wind last night and a really big storm, and they still look like they're holding up just fine. So when I went on in there, if you look under, there's the base of the plant coming up. Cooney is just so funny, trying to get me on in here. And then I kind of followed each plant and then attached it where I could on my trellis. And so here's another little part that's going, and so eventually I'd put that right here and attach it here. Okay, and you just kind of, the whole way as it's going up the trellis, you're gonna have to guide it. It really needs to be guided up there. And this is the first year for my raspberry plants, so I did not expect them to give me any raspberries. And it was really funny. I was looking yesterday, I had one tiny little raspberry. Let me see if I can find it. It actually produced one for me, so I was very happy about that. I can't find it right now, but it was there yesterday. I kept it on. But what you do, you just keep working it up. Keep working it up. Don't want to bend them too far. Be careful as you work your plant up, because if you do it too much and bend it, you're going to kill your plant by breaking the stems, and we don't want that. All right, so there's my raspberry right next to all my germander. It's my lovely germander all the way through here, American germander. Then over here, if you see this beautiful space right here, those are going to be my peas. I'm doing some fall peas, so I'm really excited. They're going to be planted right there. And here's my trumpet flower. It's just a good cover that I use for the fall. Fantastic cover, and bindweed is also what it's known as. Over here are my beans, still kicking it. Those are bush beans, so I don't need to trellis them. And then over here, this lovely leafy mess that's also climbing up a trellis, those are my tomatoes. Well, one of my tomato plants. Later on, I'm going to show you what to do to prune that sucker and get more airflow in there. But my main thing, what I needed to do was get the plant up off the ground, okay? So I really needed to keep it up off the ground. It was all in there, just getting a lot of rotten stuff happening. A lot of that's because no airflow. So I really need to get in here and just take care of it a bit more. You can see where those horned worms had come in and eaten it. If you see anything like that, that's a hornworm eating on your plant. And I've looked in here, I couldn't find the hornworm yesterday, but it did eat on some of it, but you can tell it had to have left. Oh, Coon's gonna go after a grasshopper while we're doing this. But it had to have left earlier, because all the leaves would be gone. Hornworms just don't stop eating. Let's see if Cooney can get this grasshopper. Cooney, look. Get him. Get him, Cooney. Get him. Oh, I'm trying to make Cooney chased the grasshopper. She's not into it. But look at it. This grasshopper's like, what the heck? Why are you making her chase me? Cooney. Get it, Cooney. No. She's just like, yeah, pet me, thanks. All right, so I'll actually film when I go in. What I'm gonna be doing is taking out tons of the leaves. You don't need a lot of the leaves, but you can keep these little suckers right here. That's a tomato sucker. You're gonna keep all that, but get a lot of the leaves out of there. So we'll do that later. Just kind of wanted to show you what I did with the trellis. This was only a 3-bar trellis, so I only did 3 pulls on the tomatoes. These things are very, very like flexible, but very strong once they're all put together. So I really enjoy those. I like to use them as trellises, but look at that funny plant. My goodness, it just looks so crazy. But that's what I did yesterday. And then, so we're gonna be putting some peas in this bed, like I said. And then over here, not in that bed, hang on. Over here, we're gonna be doing more onions by my basil, all up in this beautiful basil bed. And we'll see where we go from there. We're gonna do chives, I know for sure. I'm not for sure where we're gonna plant them yet, but I always like to do chives too. And this is a bed, it's full of red clover and Queen Anne's lace. I just need to go in there and clean it up a little bit more, but I'll show you my peppers that are popping up, which is nice. Okay, there's more of that morning glory. See the beautiful blue flowers? That's morning glory or the bindweed, super medicinal. It's a cover crop. It vines out here, and you just have to watch it as it grows over your area to make sure it doesn't strangle anything like your peppers. So this is my pepper plant. It's falling to the left, but it's actually very strong and sturdy, and I'm not sure why it went to the left, probably from the storm. But it's growing. If you see these little flowers here, those are gonna be peppers. I'm very excited. Ben's a huge fan of peppers. We did green peppers and some cayenne pepper. And I think I've got another one, so I'll show you that one. That's my one pepper plant that's going pretty well. And then here's my other one. These ones are funky. You can tell I cut down a bunch of my, oh, look at that skink. There was a blue-tailed skink right there. That is so lucky. Skinks are so cool. They're like lizards with blue tails, and that's what one of them was. They're really, really good luck. I really think they're good luck, so that was neat. But anyways, you can see my wild spinach that I cut out here. I'm still working on cutting out this whole bed of wild spinach. The whole thing will be done soon. I can feed it to the cows and be over with it. But you can see my big pile laying here. So let me quickly show you my peppers. So these are other pepper plants. They're a lot bigger than my green pepper plant back there. These are going to be my cayenne, and you can see their flowers coming up too. And they're getting ready to pepper out for me. So I'll have peppers in around, I'm guessing September, when I can start harvesting peppers. That's going to be so fun. So that is what we're up to. Also, quick note, my marshmallow plant. People have been asking what the heck I'm doing. When am I going to touch my marshmallow plant? Well, it's the root that I want. Okay, so the root is going to be down here. I'm going to pick off probably 1/3 of the plant's root in order to use it for a lot of the different herbal remedies that I make. And I like to make my own. And I sell my own marshmallow as well. I dry it and we can do that together. But you do not do that until the fall. If you do that before then, the plant's still flowering. Okay, so you've got still these white flowers on the plant. When the plant's flowering new like that, you do not want to pick the root. You don't want to do anything with harvesting the root because the energy is all going to the flowers, not the root. When the flowers die down, and some of these flowers some of the flowers are dry and dying out, right? Like some of these. But when it's still producing new buds, that's not the time to collect root medicine. So root medicine is in the fall, and we'll do that later. But it's nice to have the plant being able to flower and be beautiful while I'm waiting for the root medicine. So that's a quick update on where we are with the garden. You're going to see me doing lots of other fun things because we do have a fall planting time, and I'm excited about that. Fall planting is one of my favorite plantings because my plants grow easier in the fall here in Missouri, and so I really, really enjoy it. But I thought I'd check it out with you, and I'm impressed with my little trellises right now. And I'm also super impressed with the Missouri weather, dude. What's going on? Why are we getting so much rain? I can't question it. This is great, fantastic stuff. So we're getting lots of rain here, and that makes me excited for my fall grow. Cooney, are you excited for the fall grow? You chilling? Huh? Yeah, okay. All right, well, that is it for Grand Fam Farm for today. Until I want to do another video later. Yeah. Oh, you're going to give me your foot? Okay, thanks, Coon. Okay. Now you're going to smack me and play with me like I am a grasshopper. All right. Well, good luck and good health. We'll see you guys later. Oh, kicking me again? Thanks, Coon. Ow, don't bite me. All right, see you later, Coonie.